Hi, my name's Holly. I have been training with Janice and Steph for a little over 3 years now. I originally started because, to be honest, I was going through a rough time in my life, and someone suggested that I find a hobby or find something that I could belong to and kind of get some emotional support that I wasn't getting in other areas of my life. So a good friend of mine was training with Steph at the time, and she'd had amazing results and just talked about it on Facebook all the time about how wonderful it was. And I thought, well, if she can do that, maybe I'll try it. And I had gone through a transformation and a weight loss journey prior to starting with Steph, but exercise had never really been my thing. I had done it mostly by nutrition and some walking here and there. So I thought, well, let me give this a try. My friend Joy really seemed to like it. And so I came the first night, and it was tough. It was intense, and it scared me, and I didn't think I would be able to continue. And I even looked at her and said, I can't believe you pay somebody to do this to you. But I kept coming back for my first week, and I just fell in love with it. And it means so much to me. I get emotional support out of it. I get a social aspect out of it, and I get amazing health benefits out of it. And I've been addicted ever since. I try to come 3 to 5 nights a week. I schedule everything around my gym time. If you know me personally, you know that I go to the gym at all costs first, and then everything comes second. I'm a mom, I work full time, I also go to school, graduate school, and no matter how busy I am, this is a priority because it's just that good. I love that every night is different. I love the strength that I have gotten out of it. I can do things that I never thought I could do. I am very goal oriented, so I love that I set these goals and I accomplish them, and I have a whole room full of people that are here cheering me on and motivating me. It's kind of a wicked kind of peer pressure we have going on here, but it's a good thing. So I've lost more weight. I have gotten way more definition, and I can do things that I could never do before. I'm gonna go in a little more detail about that in a second. And I've made tons of friends, and it's like a family, and I look forward to coming every night. So besides just the weight loss and the inches lost and the definition, the biggest thing that has meant the most to me is very personal. It has to do with a birth defect that I have. When I was 3 months old, I was diagnosed with nerve damage consistent with cerebral palsy, and it affects my right foot. I have a hung foot, so I can't walk heel toe on that foot. I can't raise that foot to a 90-degree angle. I was in braces and casts for most of my childhood as they tried to figure out a way to help strengthen that leg and allow me to have as much use of it as possible. I've had a surgery to transfer a tendon to try to, again, give me more mobility with it. It didn't really affect me all that much because I was born that way, and so I've always just compensated for it. One thing that always used to bug me was I couldn't wear flip-flops because I didn't have enough control to keep the flip-flop on. They would just slide off. I struggled with roller skating. I couldn't really ice skate. Couldn't really do a balance beam just because it was very weak. It's smaller than my other leg. It's weaker than my other leg. So after about 9 months of training with Steph, I did my first Rugged Maniac, which is a mud race with obstacle courses. And that was such a wonderful day because I did it. I completed it. I completed every obstacle except the rings. But my mom was so cute, and she followed me around to each obstacle and watched and took pictures, which I thought was great, and she was there to cheer me on. And then at the end, she said she was crying, and I said, Mom, why are you crying? It's okay, it's just a mud race. And she said, no, you have no idea. You did things today that you've never been able to do. You did a balance beam over water, and you did it perfectly and never fell off. I had to run up a seesaw type thing, and all these things that I would have never been able to do. And then a month later, I went to my cousin's wedding at the beach, and she was like, I want to take a really cute photo with our flip-flops, and I bought you these flip-flops to wear with your dresses and blah, blah, blah. And so I reminded her and said, you know, that's great, and I can wear the flip-flops in the pictures, but remember, I can't walk in them, so I'll just bring other shoes. And but for some reason I was like, you know, it's been a couple years, let me just try it. And I could walk in flip-flops, and I could not just only walk in them, I walked in them well and perfectly. And so that might not seem like a whole lot to some people, but when you've gone 30 some years and not been able to wear cute sandals and cute flip-flops because they didn't have something on the back to support your foot, that was a great feeling. I can now hop on that foot. I was never able to hop on that foot. I was never even able to balance on that foot, one-footed. So I can now hop on that foot. I can balance on that foot. I can walk a balance beam. I can wear flip-flops. And these are all things that years of braces and physical therapy, I even had electrotherapy to it, all these things that doctors tried and were not successful, and I've been able to do just simply by building the muscle in my leg to help compensate for the weakness. So if you think you can't do it, you can. And as long as there's a will, there's a way. And you just have to show up and do your best and watch all these amazing things happen. And I'll never be able to thank Steph and Janice enough for all the many things they give me each day, all the benefits that this place brings to me, and it's very near and dear to my heart. And I hope you will come join us.